World War Z is a third-person co-op zombie shooter video game developed and published by Saber Interactive and was originally released back in 2019. An upgraded version of the game titled Aftermath, which includes Game of the Year edition and introduces 3 new locations along with new characters, a revamped melee system, and a really interesting first-person mode, was released in 2021. The biggest highlight of this zombie shooter is the sheer amount of zombies that can be present on the screen at the same time. The game supports up to 1,000 zombies appearing on screen simultaneously, and they climb onto each other to reach players on a higher level, and it's actually quite crazy to look at. This game is loosely based on the 2006 novel World War Z and is set in the same universe as the 2013 Brad Pitt movie World War Z. The zombies in the game, they behave exactly the same way as they did in the movie, so yeah, it's quite a sight to look at actually. Up to 4 players can fight against massive hordes of zombies in several locations such as New York, Jerusalem, Moscow, Tokyo, Marseille, Rome and Kamchatka. Along with the co-op campaign mode, the game also features 5 competitive multiplayer modes, such as the players versus zombies mode, in which 2 teams of players fight against each other while zombie hordes attack both the teams. Then you've also got modes such as Swarm Deathmatch, Swarm Domination and King of the Hill. There are 7 different classes for the players to choose from. These classes include the Gunslinger specializing in ranged attacks, the Hellraiser specializing in explosives, the Fixer who is an engineer, then the Medic, a healer, the Slasher specializing in melee, the Exterminator specializing in crowd control, then you've got the Drone Master specializing in offensive and defensive drone support. New perks are unlocked for the class you play as you continue progressing in the game. After completing a level, players receive supplies. Supplies can be used to upgrade weapons and unlock new attachments for weapons. And then perks can also be bought for specific classes using the supplies. Then along with thousands of zombies, you've also got special category infected present as well. Amongst the special infected, you've got the lurker, the gasback, the bull, the screamer, and some others were added later on, such as the infector, the bomber, and the booster. Some of the special infected, such as the lurker and the bull, they are actually gonna incapacitate you, so you won't be able to do anything against them once grabbed by them, and you're gonna have to rely on your teammates in order to rescue you. Then others such as the infector are gonna use projectile attacks against you, while the screamer is gonna attract a ton of zombie attention towards you by screaming. So yeah, the special infected, they really do spice up the gameplay quite a bit. And the presence of these special infected means that you have to play as a team, and yeah, that makes this title really enjoyable overall. If you are playing this with your friends as a team, you are definitely gonna have a blast, as it's a really enjoyable team game, and the sheer amount of zombies present on the screen can actually make things look pretty awesome. The game also features an offline single player mode, but the bot AI is actually pretty bare bones. The companion bots can't even carry a health kit, which is actually ridiculous. That makes them worse than Left 4 Dead bots. But on the positive side, at least you've got a single player mode to play, and if you want to unlock some stuff, you can do it that way as well. Then the weapons. This game has no shortage of weapon types, from pistols to assault rifles to submachine guns to machine guns, shotguns, sniper rifles and whatnot. And then you've also got special category weapons like rocket launchers and grenade launchers, special machine guns and special assault shotguns and whatnot. And then you've also got mounted weapons present as well. And all the regular weapons are customizable, which is really cool. The game looks fine too. It's not very complicated in terms of graphics, but the sheer amount of zombies present here can make things look really impressive actually. The sound design is pretty nice too, but the explosions could have sounded better. The guns and the mounted weapons, they sound pretty good actually. And yeah, overall the sound design is fine. The performance is also pretty good on the PC. It's not a very demanding title at all. Then if you want to ask about the negatives, I never felt that this title had any major negatives other than the fact that the class system is actually something that I don't really like. I maxed out one of the classes and never felt the need to, touch another one. I just stuck with the one that I had maxed out, and that was pretty much it, which is kind of a negative. And then sometimes I felt that the weapons were kind of same, there was little difference between weapons in terms of damage dealt, and yeah, that's kind of a downside. But overall, it's a really enjoyable title, and if you are playing this with friends in co-op, you are definitely gonna have a blast. The game also features several difficulty levels, and the higher ones require some really nice teamwork and communication, as the higher difficulty levels are really challenging. So yeah, this game is not groundbreaking or exceptional in any way, but overall it is a really enjoyable co-op package, and it's totally worth checking out actually. And if you love zombie games, you should definitely check out the video I made on State of Decay 2. And thank you very much for watching. Peace out.